What's up, gentlemen? In this video, I'm going to share with you the one thing you can change right now that will immediately skyrocket your success on first dates. Now, the obvious disclaimer to this is you need to go on first dates in order for this to matter, because if you're not on dates, this won't matter. Now, after talking to a ton of different gentlemen about this, and myself included, obviously, I didn't talk to myself, this is just drawing upon my personal experience, the most success I have had in dating has come after this one major change. And let me tell you a quick story. So quite some time ago, I was somewhere in Eastern Europe. I don't want to spoil the spot because the gentleman I am going to talk about is married, and at the time he was also married. And I know he occasionally watches these videos. I don't know if his wife nor children do as well. So don't want to put him on blast, but we will call him General Orlov. And we were out in Eastern Europe and we were doing our thing. We ended up going out on a double date kind of thing. Once again, as I previously said, he was married, but he also had some girlfriends on the side. This is also the gentleman who put me on the tea house idea. If you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe I'll link that video around here. And so we were on a double date. Quick little side note, this is why I say it's really important to have a social circle and to have someone who at least speaks the language, because obviously I can't say where I was, but I did not speak the language. It was an Eastern European language, and I know for a fact if I did not have this if I did not have this social circle, there is no way I would have ever got with the woman that I am about to tell you about. But without spoiling the story, let's get a little deeper into it. So we were on this double date. We were having a good time talking, having a few drinks here and there. And I thought I was funny, entertaining, engaging, charming, and all of that good stuff. And my friend pulls me aside and he's like, "Look, Josh, two things. One, here, this is not how we do it." Obviously, this is my very poor Eastern European dialect, my apologies. "This is not how we do it. She has to prove herself to you. Two, just shut up. If you just shut up, you'll have a good time." And so obviously, I was like, okay, I'll shut up and I will listen to what this guy has to say. And so that's what I did. I followed his lead in his conversation. So he was asking some questions towards the woman he was on a date with. And then it was kind of like a group setting. And so I would obviously just come to the girl I was with at the time, and she would answer the question. And I just sat there looking and appearing as if I was engaged in this conversation, which I was. Like, I was listening, but I was doing everything I could not to talk about myself and how great I am. Not really, but I think you get the point I'm making. I was doing everything I could to just sit there and listen and talk as little as possible. And I ended up having a great time, great night. And I was thinking to myself, this woman knows like nothing about me. I didn't do any talking. All I did was sat there and ask some questions every now and then, and I just listened. I had probably listened for 95% of the conversation because, once again, I was with my buddy, General Orlov, who was pretty much leading this entire conversation. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I thought the more you talked, the more you entertained, the more you gestured around, the more you were like a stand-up comedian, the better off you would be. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Because over the years, I've implemented the same strategy of talking less and listening more. And the amount of times that I have been like, I've hardly said 10 words this whole night, yet I have managed to do some debaucherous acts absolutely astounds me. And that's when I realized that women bond through talking, not listening. So they don't want to listen to you and how great you are and your cryptocurrency and your stock portfolio and your college degrees and your business and whatever else stuff you can come up with. What they want to do is they want to talk about them, themselves, and their lives. And so the less talking you do, the better. All you have to do is shoot out a few questions and let them talk for as long as they want. Because as I mentioned, when they talk and you listen, that makes them feel comfortable and it makes them feel like you're bonding because they want to talk while you listen. And then adding the cherry on top, if you are doing the listening and she's doing the talking, well, guess what? That means you are like the interviewer and she is the interviewee who has to prove herself to you. And so when I made that one change, or I guess two changes, talking less and listening more, and taking the you need to prove yourself to me attitude, that completely changed my entire dating life. Now let me know what you think in the comments down below. I truly appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. And make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment, help me out with the algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, peace, much love.